People, millionaires, let's talk about it. Welcome everyone to the live. A lot of people coming in from Twitter. The notification will go out any second now, and we'll get a bunch more people coming in. But we are talking about in this episode some big Elon Musk updates. Elon Musk updates with his companies. What is he doing? What are the next steps? Also, Dogecoin and Ethereum making some big moves. I invested $7,000 into Ethereum. You can see my video on that very recently ago. I made that video, I posted it. We're live. Welcome everyone. Welcome. Rocket ships, I love it. Finally, AMC, Dogecoin, let's talk about it. We gotta dive straight into the finance news head first, but not in the shallow end. We're going into the deep end, off the diving board, the big one. You know what I'm talking about, not that little one. We're going off the big top one, jumping straight in. Welcome everyone. The Doge is strong with this one. Thank you, sir. The Doge is strong. It's strong. We've had people buying the merch, which is so cool to see. More people buying the merch, more people signed up to webull using the link. A lot of things going on with the channel, with cryptocurrency. Big things happening. Hello. People saying, hey, Matt, hi. For all of you who just came in from Twitter, welcome. I just tweeted about this, so maybe you came in from Twitter. Maybe you're watching me for the first time. If you are, it's very nice to meet you. Cozy up by the fire. Get ready for some big finance news. Exciting stuff to talk about. Very exciting stuff. Let's go ahead and take a look. So this is my. First, what we'll do is we will look at my video right here. This is the one I recently posted. So I posted one, can Ethereum reach 400,000? Speculation. I don't think it'll happen anytime soon at all. Not at all. But still fun, a fun video. I talked about a lot of stuff in that video, and you can go check it out if you want to after the stream is over. But here we go. Let's go and dive straight into the good stuff. The Ethereum and Dogecoin, or the Dogecoin updates from the developers. Big updates going on. Let's look at them. I saved it here so we can take a look. Here we go. This is actually the page. We can look at some of the developments that are going to be happening with Dogecoin. And keep in mind, if you're new to my channel, if you've never seen my face before, if you want to stay updated when Starlink, Elon Musk's new company, IPOs, meaning you can start buying the stock, all you got to do is click those notifications and you'll be able to see immediately when they do. Imagine if you could have invested in Tesla when it first came out, right? That would be pretty cool because you'd make a ton of money. Tesla up massively. So now you may have another opportunity to get into an Elon Musk company at the very beginning, Starlink, seeing satellites up there doing internet. So make sure those notifications are on so you can see when I post about that. Let's go ahead and dive straight in to this, the developments, the updates for Dogecoin. The developers now working on new updates, making the code better, making Dogecoin better. Will they make it better than a lot of the other options that are on the higher tier? Because right now Dogecoin is legitimately good and you don't need smart contracts to go to the grocery store. In fact, one legitimate utility purpose for Dogecoin that a lot of people aren't talking about. Think about this, privacy. When it comes to privacy, one thing you see is whenever you use, and make sure everyone new coming in that you're hitting that like button to help the word get out about Dogecoin. People need to know there's updates. If people don't know there's updates, why would people invest in Dogecoin? People need to know. So I'm about to talk about the updates. Before I do, make sure to hit that like button a bunch. Go down there, double check to see if you even have it. Click the like button so we can get this out to more people so that when I start talking about all these big major updates right here, more people will see it and more people will know that the Dogecoin updates are here. They're here. They're about to happen. They're working on it now. Hopefully by the end of the year, we will see it happen. That's the goal. But so here's another utilitarian value of Dogecoin, a specific use that it can have. When you go and buy things with your Bitcoin wallet or with your Ethereum wallet, whoever you buy it from can then basically see your bank account. And when I say that, I mean they can see your crypto account. So if cryptocurrency becomes the main currency you use to buy things, they will be able to see exactly how much money you have in your account because all the wallets are public. But if every single time you make transactions, you first transfer it to a Dogecoin wallet. So let's say every single week you transfer a few thousand to your Dogecoin wallet to make those transactions so that way you can have privacy, have your still main account be there, but then also use Dogecoin. So there's a real utilitarian value for Dogecoin. It can be a fun way to actually buy things without revealing all of your information by transferring over a certain amount every single week. I think that could actually be huge for Dogecoin. A lot of people aren't talking about it, but it could be really big. Missed the streams. Hello, Kevin. You missed the streams. Well, you're here now. We're streaming. We are live. Thanks so much for this information. Of course, Michael, I'm gonna be keeping my finger on the pulse to such a high degree. I'm spending so much time on this because I genuinely love it. I'm a huge fan of Dogecoin. The first time I invested in Dogecoin was all the way back in 2018. I've been a Dogecoin fanatic for a long time. I've loved it for a long time. Thank you so much as well to Easton Elliott. Thank you, Easton Elliott. Welcome to the stream. What's up, man? Hello, Kyle. Hello from Dallas, Texas. Dallas in Texas, one of the best states, definitely. Matt with a heart. Some people are saying sell. If you want to sell, there's nothing wrong with taking some profits while it's up. But that said, if we do see one of the big catalysts happen, you're going to miss out on it. So just keep that in mind. You may miss out on it, but there's nothing wrong with taking a little bit of profits. I don't love it. I love holding. I don't love taking profits, but I still do I'm completely on board with taking some profits. I'll support you 100% if that's what you want to do. Easton Elliott, thank you so much. All right, let's take a look. These are the developments, the big updates that may be coming. So here he starts off by saying, yo, Sheebs, which is a little cheesy, but Dogecoin's a little cheesy, and we like that. That's one of the reasons it's fun. He says, yo, Sheebs, I wanted to cover a bundle of things going on so people know where the development efforts are currently focused. Where are they focused? Also, wow, Jonathan, dude, thank you so much, Jonathan. Thanks for being you. Well, thank you so much for being you, and thank you to everyone in the community, seriously, from the bottom of my heart, for allowing all of us to work together and grow like this. We're also open and helpful to each other. It's really the best community because of that, because of the people that make it up. If you ask literally anyone in this community, say, hey, would you mind helping me out with this? I guarantee you 90% of us will say yes, easily. That's what makes this so cool, is that we all want to help each other. We all want to be there for each other. And that means that this community can grow and be healthy and strong. And that's fun to see. Aaron says, what percent of Dogecoin should I have in relation to Ethereum? Are those the two types of coins in my wallet? Okay, so what relation should you have? Should you have more Ethereum? Should you have more Dogecoin? I will go ahead and tell you because I can't give you financial advice, supposedly. I'm not allowed to do that. I wish I could, but whatever. But I'll just tell you what my personal portfolio looks like, and I will tell you I put a ton of research and time into that. I have approximately the same amount of Doge money-wise as I do in Ethereum. So I have about the same amount. And so if those are the only two you're doing, if you wanted to do, I have a number of cryptocurrencies, a number of stocks as well. I'm pretty diversified. Diversification is the best thing because at any point in time, any particular stock or cryptocurrency can all of a sudden go, and it's done. It's done. It can tank like crazy. You could be out all your money. So that's why you want diversity. Diversity when it comes to your investments. You want to be invested in a bunch of different things so you can avoid the. So that's why, yes, I have about the same amount in the Dogecoin and Ethereum money-wise. I just invested 7,000 more into Ethereum. So that's what I would recommend you consider doing, is having about the same in each, and then also having other stuff as well, not just those two. SPCE, for example, Elon Musk's new company, when it IPO, Starlink. There's so many good things. Dilo says, I've legally changed my name from Dave to Doge. Doge Lopez, officially the coolest name in the world. Doge Lopez, you gotta love it. Legally changing his name. Easton Elliott says, more Ether vids, please. So you would like to see more Ethereum videos. I love Ethereum too. Like I just said, I have the same amount of money in Ethereum and Dogecoin currently. So yes, I'll be making more Ethereum videos. Let's go ahead and get back to the Dogecoin updates though. Some big Dogecoin updates. A number of improvements have been proposed and targeted for the release 1.14.3. And keep in mind, a lot of these releases have simply been copying to some degree what the Dogecoin or what the Bitcoin things have been doing. So whenever there's a big Bitcoin update, the Dogecoin developers have just said, oh, okay, shoot, and maybe change it a little bit to fit Dogecoin. But there's been a lot of that going on, especially when it comes to just the overall network there. A lot of the changes have been copied over and pasted to some degree, which has been working though. So there's nothing wrong with that. It's been working. But now they're actually going to do some unique to Dogecoin changes. Here's some of the improvements. Additional DNS seeds have been added to provide improvement for robustness when discovering initial nodes. So that's definitely going to be an improvement. Improved Mempool handling by reducing the default expiry time from 14 days to 1 day, which will reduce the waiting time for locked-in transactions due to insufficient fee. So if you make a transaction, there's an insufficient fee, it will reduce the time that you have to wait. So another positive thing, making the code more sound. Making the code more sound. All of this could help with the price of Dogecoin. That's why I put in the title, Dogecoin and Ethereum. Will they make people millionaires? It's possible, especially if you have enough invested into it, then you could absolutely become a millionaire from your investment. You could absolutely, and keep in mind, that's speculation to some degree, but there's also a lot of stats and evidence behind it, so it's a combination of both. You can't be right 100% of the time, no one can with predictions, but we can try our best and make some of these using the evidence we have. Dogecoin, oh yeah. Let's see what people are saying. How much is enough, Matt? How much is enough to get rich? Well, it really just depends. If you want to make $1 million, you would probably honestly need a decent amount into it. I don't know about a specific number because it really could be any amount that you might need. If it goes up 10 times, you need 100,000. If it goes up 100 times, let's say we have some of the best case scenario things happening, you'd only need 1,000. So there's a lot of different possibilities there of how you could actually get rich using your Dogecoin and Ethereum investments. So we'll see where it goes. Maybe we'll get rich. Maybe it'll be a little bit less than we expect. Who knows? We'll see. But I'll keep you updated along the way. And if there's a big update, that means Dogecoin or Ethereum is either about to spike or go down, I will be giving you a notification. So make sure you have those notifications on so you can see it when I post it. What is your current year-to-year prediction on Doge? So 1 year from now, where do I think Doge will be? I think it's realistic to expect it to be somewhere around 20 cents. I think that's realistic to expect within the year. We could see Dogecoin be around 20 cents. That's a realistic goal. High side goal, let's say we have some of these developments and they start stepping up even more developments on top of this. Let's say we have more celebrities coming in, a big company investing in it. We could easily see $1. We could easily see $1 within 1 year. We could also see it go down some if a lot of this stuff goes bad. But I would say percentage chance wise, we have. Oh, wow. Thank you so much to Alexander Ortega. Shout out to Alexander Ortega. But yes, so my prediction is most likely we will see it somewhere around 20 cents by the end of 1 year from today. That's the most likely prediction in my opinion. Then the high side is approximately $1. Low side, I think, will be somewhere around 3 to 4 cents. So regardless, Dogecoin is going to be making moves. It's just a question of how big are they. I would say only a 30% chance though. 1 year from now, only a 30% chance. 1 year from now, that Dogecoin is either the same or lower than where it is. I think almost certainly we're going to see it be higher. There's a very, very high chance of that. Let's take a look here. Bought Doge under a penny. Thanks to this channel. Used some of my profits to buy one Tesla today. Under $800. I love that. One Tesla stock. At first I thought you bought an actual Tesla. But you're saying you bought one Tesla stock. Also very good, one Tesla stock. Tesla, even at this price, still could go up even more. Keep in mind, it's split. So even though it looks like a lower price, it's still, the actual price of Tesla stock, if you look at it pre-split, is thousands. So it's actually much higher than it looks in your mind. So just keep that in mind if you're investing in it. But bought Doge under a penny thanks to this channel. A lot of people tell me that. I was the only YouTuber posting about Doge every single day for the last 2 months. I'm the only YouTuber who's posted every day about it for the last 2 months. And a lot of people have been sending me messages saying, I bought it only because of your videos, because you were telling the truth, telling the information, and then I made major profits, that was my entire goal. I was trying to let as many people know as possible, and a bunch of people did know and find out. We got Mad Electrician says, keep up the good work. Mad Electrician, thank you so much. Keep up the good work. I will do my best. Wow. Jonathan says, thanks for helping me make a lot of money. This is for your dad to buy his Dogecoin back. Jonathan, I'm so glad you made money. That really is honestly what I want to do. I want to help people make money, and I want to do that using the numbers. So he is giving $20 for my dad to buy some of his Dogecoin back. I will make sure, I really will. I will make sure my dad uses that to buy some of his Dogecoin back. Come on, Dad. What were you thinking? I know my dad's watching right now. You sold your Dogecoin? Really, Dad? No, for real though. There's nothing wrong with taking a little bit of profits. But yes, my dad did sell his Dogecoin. He didn't ask me first if I thought it was a good idea, but he sold his Dogecoin. And I'm not, it's okay. He made about $6,000 with his investment because of the words of me. I told him there's a decent chance it's about to go up, telling my family this stuff. Only my dad chose to invest in it. My mom did not, unfortunately. But my dad made $6,000 from his Dogecoin investment, took the profits. Maybe he'll take the family on a vacation or something. That would be pretty cool. We'll see though. We'll see. Who knows what he'll do with it? It's his money. He can do whatever he wants with it. But let's go and take a look at a couple of these other developments. Improved mempool handling. We talked about that from 14 days to 1 day. So that's huge. That's a whole entire 13-day improvement. A whole entire 13-day improvement. UI for creating 2 of 3 and 2 of 2 multi-sling transactions pending and final review. We are working also on making the syncing faster, having identified 2 issues with 1.14.2. So making the syncing faster, making it the ability for you to sync it up. Now let's go and take a look at exactly what that means. There's expensive validation done every block loaded from the disk. So every time a remote node requests a block or header, there's a CPU cost before it's sent over to networks. Fixing this improves the performance by about 3 to 5 times. 3 to 5 times is a massive improvement. That's going to mean for all the people who are currently running the nodes, running the network, it's going to make those fees smaller, which means Dogecoin is more scalable. So that's huge. Thomas Gomez says, Daddy Musk taking us to Mars. Elon, we're going to talk about Elon pretty soon in this live stream. Elon Musk making some more big moves happen. It's exciting to watch. It really is. It really is. Hey, Matt, I bought at 0.88. Okay, so you bought close to an entire Ethereum. That's awesome. That's awesome. Ethereum doing some crazy stuff today. It really is. Ethereum has been going up a lot. I've already made a decent amount of money. I told you guys I invested $7,000 in Ethereum, and since then it's gone up by about $100 per Ether. So that's cool. You know, that's great. We're all making money. Hopefully you guys maybe put some in too, and you're making some profits as well. That's what we want to see. Everyone spam and tag him on it. You mean Elon Musk? Did I invest in SPC? Yes, I did. SPCE, the stock. It went all the way up when I invested in it at about $25. And literally, when I first started my channel, every single time someone would email me and they would ask me, what stock should I look at? I would tell all of them, SPCE, SPCE, SPCE. I tried to tell as many people as possible. I was gonna make a video on it for the channel. And then a bunch of stuff happened with Dogecoin. I ended up making the Dogecoin videos instead. Come on. I was gonna do it. I really wanted to. I was telling everyone I knew, I was saying SPCE, look at it. MB Khan says, or MB says, how much will Ethereum be by December this year? I'll get to that in a sec. But I was telling everyone, SPCE, it's the company Virgin Galactic Holdings. They send people into space, basically normal people. You can go into space if you want. Virgin Galactic Holdings, owned by Richard Branson, had over 900 employees, and yet it was only at $25. So I said, oh my gosh, I bought a decent amount of shares of that. Now it's up over $50. I'm sorry guys, I was so close to making the video. I really was. I was about to do it. And I'm kicking myself for not making the video because I got distracted with Dogecoin stuff. But the next time I see a stock like that, trust me, I will make the video. I learned my lesson. I will make the video that second. I'm not gonna wait again because I don't want you guys to miss out on it going from 25 to 55 on the next one. The next one, I need to tell you and I need to remember. So I'll try my best, I really will. Is it too late for Dogecoin? I bought a ton of SPC. Nice, you bought a ton of SPC. It still even has potential to go up. Normally, I never, ever would recommend buying something after a spike. No matter what it is, after a spike, that's not a good time to buy it. You gotta be patient. Don't try to spike chase. If you try to spike chase, it's going to decrease your chances of making profit. And I'm not a financial advisor, but that's just some tips I use. I never spike chase. Sometimes I'll hold through the spike, but I don't spike chase because there's always going to be something else out there that hasn't spiked yet. So if you're buying things that already spiked versus buying things that haven't spiked yet, which one has a better chance? That's the way I look at it logically. We see here, what's a good price to buy Doge at? Are they shorting Doge, brother? Are they shorting Doge? Some people, I believe, are figuring out ways to do it. I'm going to look more into that and try to give you some updates on that. But overall, it's not easy to do. But yes, it is possible. People are finding ways to do that. Not very much though. It's not a big thing. It's not like stocks. There's no simple, easy way to do it. Some people are finding some weird ways of doing it. But besides that, no. Now I'll go and get to what do I think Ethereum can be by Christmas. By Christmas, potentially. We saw BitBoy Crypto saying he thinks Ethereum is going to be worth easily over 2,500. So, BitBoy Crypto saying that. I definitely watch his channel sometimes. I'm sure you guys probably do too. BitBoy Crypto, I will say though, sometimes he's a little bit off on things. I'll notice he missed a couple numbers and stuff like that. Overall though, I do like his channel. And he's saying it'll be over 2,500. I think he's probably correct on that. I've looked at the numbers myself. I've gone over it. I think we could easily see 2,500 by about that time, and maybe even up to 3,000 or higher. You saw my video. There can be approximately 8 million every single year ether that are mined, 8 million ether. So you start to look at that and you see, okay, well, it is mined relatively fast. It only takes 12 years to double. But if we're going much faster than the amount it can be mined, we're going to see the price go up a lot. And Ethereum is one of the most code sound cryptocurrencies. It's not necessarily super mega scalable, but it's getting more scalable and continuing to improve over time. So yes, I do think it's possible for us to hit that 2,500 mark and potentially even go up to as high as 3,000 by Christmas, which would be great to see. I mean, I personally invested in it, so if that gives you any idea of how confident I am in it. Alexander Ortega says, can I get a follow? Alex Dogecoin called the Elon Jorgen podcast the day before the next prediction Dogecoin becomes a way of payment for animal stores. Interesting. For animal stores? So when you go and like PetSmart, when you go and get a pet, that I actually could see that. Let's say you want to go buy a little puppy. You want to go add another member to your family, a little puppy, hopefully a golden one. If you get a golden one, that's extra bonus points for you. You get some arcades, some bonus points right there for your golden puppy. So yes, I could absolutely see that. Pet stores, why would you use Ethereum or Bitcoin when you can use Dogecoin? You gotta love it. Dogecoin. I like that idea. You said, can I get a follow? Alexander Ortega, what is your social media? I will definitely follow you. Just tell me your social media. I'll give you a follow. Also, we got some more big updates too. We're still looking at these updates, and then there's more even coming after this. Once again, though, shout out to Jonathan. Thank you so much, Jonathan, for that comment. That was really funny. That made me laugh. Okay, so we are working on syncing, and look, this isn't very long. We're almost done. So this isn't very long. These are the updates they have so far. We'll go and read the rest of them, and then I'll get to the other news, which there's some big news, especially with Elon Musk, and that's exciting stuff to get to. Also, make sure everyone knew coming in. We got to get this word out about the Dogecoin updates. So by pressing like, you are helping to get this out to more people. You're basically telling YouTube, hey, YouTube, yeah, I'm talking to you. Recommend this to people. What the heck are you doing? You're not recommending it to people. And if you use that accent, it actually helps YouTube recommend. No, I'm just kidding. But yes, if you click the like button, that will help YouTube recommend it to more people, and more people will know about the Dogecoin updates, because there is no main Dogecoin YouTube channel. The developers don't have their own YouTube channel. Developers, I've been telling them on Twitter, I've been trying to get them to come on the channel. Maybe they don't want to talk on camera though. So developers, if you're watching, we can set up an interview, and you're welcome to have the editing rights to it. So if you say something you don't like, you want to edit it out, I would prefer to just do it live. Obviously, I think that'll be better. Please do it live. But if you're not okay with doing it live, I would still love to have you come on and talk about some of the updates. And I think it should be a community effort. What are your TOP stocks to invest in today/right now? I'll get to that in a sec. There are a couple stocks I'm looking at right now. I did just invest some more into them. Man, don't spam that. We see, if Doge takes a year to reach 20 cents, I would rather take profits now and reinvest in my Amazon business. There's nothing wrong with that. Zachary Person saying, if it takes a year to reach 20 cents, I would rather invest in my Amazon profits. There's nothing wrong with that. Keep in mind though, 20 cents is kind of more of a guess based on the numbers. It could hit $1 by the end of the year. It could hit some of these major marks if we see the big catalyst. So just keep in mind that you are, by selling now, taking that risk of missing out on some of those big things. So just keep that in mind. That's why I'm personally not selling, because I don't want to miss the big things. It's not necessary. If it goes down a little bit, maybe we lose a little bit of money. But if it goes up, then we can get rich. So that's, I think it's a good mix there. Alexander Ortega says, I bought, and I'll talk more about what I was saying with the Dogecoin developers, because I really want to talk to them, and I'll talk more about working with them soon. Bought in at 0.0052. That's great. So you bought in when I was first making my first videos, when Dogecoin was at half a penny with 800, and now at 10,000. Twitter is Alex Dogecoin. Hopefully Alexander, hopefully you saw, I'm gonna follow you right now on Twitter, but hopefully you saw my videos. You saw when I was the only YouTuber posting about Dogecoin all the way back since 2 months ago. I've been posting every single day since then. And I've invested in it 3 years ago, or technically it's even a little bit longer than that, but I invested in it in 2018. So, and then the only YouTuber posting every single day for about 2 months now. That's why this is the fastest growing channel in the cryptocurrency space based on percentages day to day. So that's crazy how fast it's growing from a little bit to a lot to even more. And we're continuing to build this community, more people on board every single day. It's exciting to watch. And I promise you guys, I will use any influence that I get for the good of the people, for the good of Dogecoin, talking to developers, trying to make them understand what we want and what we would like to see with Dogecoin. I want to be our voice to them, helping us. I'm going to go and follow you right now before I forget. I don't want to forget. Okay, so... And for everyone who sent me a DM on Twitter, I've gotten so many of them. I've gotten over 100 of them just in the last few days. So I'm trying to respond to everybody. I would like to respond to every single person. If you did send me an important business DM or something, you may want to go to Instagram, because I normally respond faster on Instagram. My Instagram is at MattWallace777. So if it's something important and you want to talk business or something like that, definitely send me a DM on Instagram. That's the fastest way to reach me. Or if you're already part of the Patreon community, I respond to every single Patreon message no matter what. And I normally do it within the same day. So that's the fastest way. But if you don't want to do that, then Instagram is also a pretty good way to reach me, especially if you have a business proposition that you want to talk about. Because I'm always open to stuff like that. Okay, so Alex Dogecoin. I like your name, Alex Dogecoin. You gotta love it. I mean, you did make close to $10,000 from Dogecoin, so it makes sense. Alex Dogecoin. Is that Twitter? Yes, Twitter, Alex Dogecoin. There you are. Here he is. And you followed me. Thank you. I appreciate that. Boy, is it cool if I show you a picture? This is Alex. He is the guy who's making bank. Hopefully you saw my videos, Alex. Alex Doge. I'll go ahead and also like a few of your tweets here. I wonder who's going to be the first celebrity to make a Doge chain flooded with diamonds. Maybe I need to step up. Come on, where's my Doge chain flooded with diamonds? I gotta be looking like all the cool celebrities. Come on, if I'm gonna get famous on YouTube, I gotta look like the cool celebrity. Now I'll probably never wear a chain, to be honest. I couldn't see myself rocking one of those. So ETC is a good one to invest in. I just put 7,000 in, if that gives you any idea of how I feel about it. Oh, did you say ETC? No, you said ETC, not ETH. ETC, I believe you're talking about Ethereum Classic. Is that correct? You're talking about, let me go ahead and show you the chart on Ethereum Classic, and then I'll talk a little bit about that. And then I still need to talk about the Dogecoin developers wanting to work with them. I'll get to that in a sec as well. Don't worry, I didn't forget. IG. Okay, yes, you said plug royalty. I'll go ahead and follow you on IG real quick, but first, let me go ahead and find. Or actually, I'll just go ahead and follow you right now. I'll follow you right now. We got Cash Insane. Follow me, plug royalty. I'll go ahead and give you a follow right now. Cool. Oh, nice. Look at that. You got some clothing and stuff up there. I like that. It's always cool to see more entrepreneurs making money online. That's what you love to see. But yeah, I like that. Interesting. Just gave you a follow. Now let's go ahead and look at ETC. I think you're talking about Ethereum Classic. Correct me if I'm wrong, but we'll look up ETC. So this is what ETC, Ethereum Classic, has been doing. Look at that. Here's the chart. The glorious chart. You gotta love charts. My favorite thing in the world. Yes, I'm a nerd. I like charts. But take a look here. This is what it's been doing. Ethereum Classic has been going up and up and up over the past week. It went from around $8 to around $12. Now here's my thoughts on it. If you don't know the story behind Ethereum Classic, Ethereum started out and then some hackers got into it. They took some people's money. So the Ethereum developers decided they want to go ahead and make some modifications by starting a new blockchain that will allow some of that money to be refunded. And so they made Ethereum, which is now where all of the attention is coming from the developers. So Ethereum Classic right now is kind of just sitting out there. It's the bones of Ethereum, but you can still get into it because they couldn't delete it. You know, it's already out there. It's decentralized. You can't delete it. So there it is. If you're interested in Ethereum Classic, I don't see why it should go up. There's no reason for it to go up, but it still may, simply because it's on Robinhood. It's available for a lot of people to buy. It has Ethereum in the name. And also, one rule that we can generally follow, let's go and take a look at. So I wish CoinDesk would show more in a year, but if it did show more in a year, you can see the Ethereum Classic did actually go up above $30 or $40. And so when it did that, that basically is a sign. A lot of times, anytime a cryptocurrency goes up to a high, at some point in the future, it'll return there. So maybe, just maybe, Ethereum will return there and follow that Ethereum Classic. So we will see if that happens. David says, glad to see Doge and ETH can be friends. What's up, my boy? What up to my boy Jason that's watching? David says, what up to Jason? That's actually hilarious. Going directly through the live stream chat, saying what's up to Jason. Jason watching right now. Jason, wherever you are in the world, whatever you're doing, just keep in mind that your friend David, is cool, because he figured out how to send you a message through here. That's actually funny. Send him a text. Say you heard it. He probably wants to know if you heard it or not. Let him know you heard it. Market cap of Ethereum Classic is currently 1.52 billion. So it's not that big. It's not that big of a cryptocurrency. It's ranked pretty small. You can see over the last month, over the last year, really, it's stayed mostly steady. I don't necessarily see any reason for it to go up a lot. Most likely, if you invested in it, you'll probably have some of your money lost, unless it just gets lucky. And I could absolutely see getting lucky. We'll see. I'll keep you updated on it. We'll see what happens. Cardano, that's another one I gotta talk about. But before I get to Cardano, I've been talking about the Dogecoin developers and what I would like to do. So in the community, we all have different ideas for what we may want to see, and I want to be our voice to the Dogecoin developers. I want to let them know, hey, this is what we were thinking we may like as a community. This is what we think may be good for Dogecoin. And just have a conversation with them. Obviously, we don't have full control over that, but we do have influence on it, because the community is the community. Without the community, Dogecoin doesn't really have anything, right? It needs the community to work. So having the community, having us work together, and that's why I want to have the developers on the show. This is something really cool. I'll show you this real quick, and then we'll go back and I'll talk about Cardano a bit. But this is really cool. Take a look at this. I love doing live shows. Live shows are so much better because I can just talk and explain my thoughts, and I don't have to do all the editing, which takes forever. I love live shows. Live shows are the best. So thank you to everyone watching and pressing like to help this get out to more people. Keep in mind, everyone new coming in, when you press that like button, it really does help it to get out to more people. Every single individual person, whatever you're doing right now, whatever you're doing, just take a second, go down there and hit that button. IG at Sam OT Photography. I'll go and follow you first, Sam OT Photography. Then I'll show you the cool thing. Sam OT Photography on IG. I will give you a follow. And if you guys want to follow me on Instagram, it's MATTWALLACE777. I don't post really anything about Dogecoin on there, so don't go there looking for that. But I do post some pictures on there, so maybe, who knows, maybe you may want to follow me there. But so that is Sam OT Photography. I'll go and give you a follow right now, Sam. I love looking at photography sites too. Photography. Ooh, those are cool. I probably can't show these on live. I don't want YouTube to get mad at me. Okay, I can show some of these. Sam OT Photography, Animalist, Photographer, Sergeant of Correctional Officers. Interesting. So you're a sergeant. That's pretty cool. Well, I'll show some of these pictures here. Look at that. Pictures of food and stuff. Pictures of some different characters. Looks like cosplay, perhaps. Cool. Interesting. Yeah, I'll just give you a follow right now. I'm currently up over 1,000% on Doge with 155,000 shares, and I don't plan on selling, only buying. LFG. LFG. I wish I could say that word. YouTube won't let me. Come on, YouTube, let me say the word. But I can't for now. I can't for now. We can just say the letters. LFG. LFG, indeed. LFG. Let's see that. Oh, interesting. Okay, so we can take a look. So this is the person I mentioned in my last video, Ross Nickel. He's one of the Dogecoin developers, one of the leading people. May even be watching me right now. So if you are, hello to you. Alexander says, I called Shopify and they said, as for now, they can't process Doge, but will update me. I posted a pic on February 10th on Twitter. Interesting. Okay, I'll take a look at that after my stream. Alex Dogecoin on Twitter. I'll take a look at that. Alex making big money from Dogecoin. So let's take a look here. Some of these comments are funny. Snoop Doge, Gene Simmons. A lot of LFGs. Yes, LFG. LFG. See, we can say that. We can say that, no problem. Actually, let me double check. Did YouTube take down my video yet? Because I said LFG. I'm gonna pull up my computer real quick. Let's see. Did Dogecoin hear that? Or did YouTube hear that? I'm gonna take a look. Okay, as expected, we're good. We are good. I don't even know why I did that. I mean, what are the chances? Pretty dang small. I don't even know why I did that. But this is interesting. So I mentioned this dude on my last video, Ross Nickel, and you guys showed why we're one of the best communities on the internet. Oh, look at that. PHP, Robert Soriano. Robert Soriano. Doge is useless. Invest in useful coins. Robert says he believes Doge is useless. He believes he doesn't have a use. He thinks you should invest in other coins besides Dogecoin. Keep in mind, whenever there's a negative comment, I will read it. I'm more loyal to you guys than I am to Dogecoin, even though I love Dogecoin. But that said, I do believe Robert is incorrect. I do believe Robert is incorrect in saying that Doge has no uses, and here's why. Dogecoin is fun. It has, that automatically right there has some uses. It can be used, like I said earlier, whenever you make a transaction from your Bitcoin wallet, whoever you make the transaction with can then know what your Bitcoin address is and see all of your transactions and know how much you have. So that's not good. But if you can transfer some of your Ethereum or Bitcoin or whatever else you have that you're making, that you're holding most of yours in, then you transfer it to Dogecoin before using it to make a purchase, then that's a great use for it right there. On top of that, the developers are making the code better, making it more sound, giving it more uses. Also, celebrities on board, social media, people talking about it, all this stuff coming together. It actually does make Dogecoin a legitimately good cryptocurrency with real uses. So I think Robert's wrong on that. But I'm still, even though it was a negative comment, I'm still going to read it. Of course, I will always read your negative comments, and I'll read them out loud on the stream. I will do that. And if you have a good point, I'll agree with you. But I don't agree with Robert there. I do not agree with Robert. And that's not to say that Dogecoin can't go down. I just think there's a higher chance of it going up, percentage-wise, than there is of it going down. It's all about percentages and chances and numbers. That's what you gotta look at. But this is the funny thing. Let me go and finish my story real quick here. So, Ross Nicole, when I mentioned him on my video, he had around 5,000 followers. You guys proving why we are the best community because we're so active. We love following each other and helping each other. He gained 850 something followers within hours, which is wild. That's a ton of followers to gain. So Ross, if you're watching, I would love to have you on the show. Send me an email, finalstandchannel@gmail.com. We'll get you on here. If you want to do a live interview, please do a live interview. And don't worry, we'll be nice. Seriously, we will. But if you want to do a live interview, that'd be great. If you want to do a non-live interview and then have editing privileges where you can edit it however you want, you can also do that. Either way, we just want to talk to you. We just want to have you on the show. You know, all of us have respect for you and we appreciate what you've done for Dogecoin and for the community. So we just want to talk to you and have a conversation and enjoy that, you know? Dogecoin will be the new coin for cam models. Ooh, interesting. Yes, I think, I mean, that legitimately, Dogecoin could be a coin that could be used for stuff like that. You make my night every time you stream. Matthew says you make my night every time you stream. That seriously, I mean, dude, I mean, I don't even know. I don't even know. It just feels good to have this community and be able to talk. And if I can make people watching smile and have a better night, and if I can help, if maybe you're having a bad day, maybe something happened, if I can help you feel better, that really does make me happy. And I love having this ability to come on here and talk. And I cannot wait to see what the future holds, because this channel is growing crazy fast. So thank you so much, Matthew. That really does mean a lot to hear that. And I cannot wait to keep you updated on this stuff. And hopefully, Matthew, I can help you, guide you in the right direction towards making more money. Hopefully you already did make a lot of money, but let's make even more. Big money, big times. Let's do it. Cardano. People are reminding me, don't forget about Cardano. I can't forget Cardano to the moon, ADA. We gotta talk about it. Cardano. A lot of people saying that. A lot of people saying that. But once again, thank you so much to Matthew. I really do appreciate it. Also, you have a nice name. You do. You have a nice name. That's my name too, for those of you who don't know. But yes, Ross, would love to get you on the show, Ross. We also got a few more slides. There's so much interesting stuff. I haven't even gotten to some of my slides yet. We'll go ahead and look at Cardano first, because a lot of people are requesting I look at Cardano. And Cardano is one of my 5 favorite cryptocurrencies, so keep that in mind. Cardano, one of my 5 favorite cryptocurrencies. We'll look at it right now. You deserve it. Keep it up. I appreciate that. Happy Dogecoin times. I have the coolest name, not to brag. Jake Harwell. I like your name. Jake Harwell. That is a pretty cool name. Anyway, Dogecoin, Cardano. 2 of my 5 favorite cryptocurrencies. Let's look at Cardano right now. Cardano. Almost. Look at this. At this high right here. Went all the way up, all the way to about where it is now. The Cardano. Will it hit $1 within this week? I think it's entirely possible. Will it hit $1? You can see Cardano making some big moves, doing some things that we've never seen from Cardano before. Will it go ahead and go up from its current price to $1 this week? Definitely a possibility on the table. If you want to look at some unique things about Cardano, we can go ahead and take a look right here, because there are a number of unique things about it. It's definitely a good cryptocurrency, and I've been telling people about it. Telling people it's one of my 5 favorites. You can go look at this video. If you want to see the video I made, you can look at this video right here where I said, let me find it, because I have so many videos now. I've been posting every day. I have so many now. It's hard to find them. But let me see if I can find it real quick. There it is. 7 underrated altcoins that will make you rich. I talked about Cardano in this video. It only has 12,000 views, that's actually a pretty lot of views, especially for one of my videos 2 weeks ago. But Cardano was in that video. 7 underrated altcoins that will make you rich. Dogecoin also. Keep in mind, I said Dogecoin set to soar. That was 2 weeks ago, before we saw that major spike. I've been trying to tell people for a long time. A lot of people wouldn't listen to me when it comes to big influencers. I was commenting on Andre Jick's channel, Graham Stephan's channel, on all the big influencers' channels. I was saying, hey, let your subscribers know. Dogecoin looks like it's about to go crazy. I tried to tell them to let their subscribers know. They didn't listen to me, so I just said, okay, fine. I'll make my own channel then. I'll make my own channel, and it was the best decision I ever made in my entire life, because I couldn't be happier with having this platform and being able to come on here. XRP, I'll talk about XRP a little bit too. XRP, not one of my 5 favorite cryptocurrencies. I do not like XRP nearly as much as I like some of the other ones, but XRP, it's interesting in some ways. I'll be honest though, I don't really like it that much. I know some people get mad at me. They say, wait, you don't like XRP? Why not? Well, it's just not one of my favorite cryptocurrencies. What can I say? What can I say? But in that video, I talked about that. I said Dogecoin set to soar, and literally not too long after my video was Dogecoin spike coming. That was a couple of days later. I said Elon Musk Dogecoin spike coming. So I predicted it literally in the days before. I saw, oh my gosh, look at people talking about on social media going up. Look at it joining the Ethereum family. I posted all the news updates. If you had the notifications on, you saw all of them, and you knew it was likely about to spike. A lot of people telling me, I saw the notification on your video. This is real. I'm not just saying it. A lot of people telling me, I saw the notification. I bought a bunch more Dogecoin that day, and I made major profits. Really true stories of this happening. And it means, when I say our community has an advantage over everyone else in the market, I'm not just saying that. It's actually what people are telling me, and it's actually coming true over and over and over again. I've now predicted 2 in a row. Elrond and Dogecoin are now 2 of the 3 best performing cryptos of the year, and I've been telling people about both of them since before that happened. And I'll see your comment, I'll get to that in a sec. You say Monero is the best crypto coin. Privacy, interesting. Monero. Not a lot of people talking about that. But we see here, the Beijing King says all of the people asking where to buy Doge shares probably shouldn't be investing. Oh, it's true that Dogecoin creator sold all of his Doge. God bless, bro. The Beijing King, God bless you too. He says, the people asking where to buy Doge shares, the reason why he's saying that is because you don't buy Doge shares, you buy individual Doge. So you don't buy shares like a stock because you're not buying a share of a company. You're actually buying a cryptocurrency. So it's a little bit different there. EA says, thoughts on XLM. I like XLM more than I like XRP, if that gives you any ideas. XRP, I know I kind of harp on XRP a lot. I'm not trying to be mean to the XRP people. I get it, I get it, but XRP been kind of sporadic. It goes up and it goes back down really fast again. I'm not a fan of it, and I don't think there's anything super special about it. Maybe it'll get lucky and go up, but you can say that about any cryptocurrency. I don't think it's the smartest one to be investing in. I'm sorry if you have money in it. I'm not trying to rain on your parade there. That's just my honest opinion. I'm gonna tell you my honest opinion, even if it hurts some people's feelings. I'm gonna always be honest with you guys. Wow, nearly 50K subs in a month. Well, technically in 2 months, but yes, nearly 50K subs in 2 months because and it all comes down to being honest. Looking at the stats, actually telling people the real information, not trying to be misleading. I think that's what made all of you guys want to subscribe and be a part of this community. So hopefully that's continuing to work. Look up FEG token. It has potential and it's new. FEG token. I'll look at that right now. Oh yes, and the other thing he said, the Dogecoin creator sold his Dogecoin. That was a long time ago. And he's definitely kicking himself for it. He sold his Dogecoin way before all of this happened, way before the spikes, and he would have made a lot of money if he just held on, but he didn't. He sold it. He did take a little bit of profits with the Dogecoin he sold because it already was higher than when it started. So Jackson Palmer, not completely out, but Jackson Palmer, now you can imagine he's probably a little bit upset. So if you hear Jackson Palmer say something bad about Dogecoin, maybe it's just because he's upset about it. Maybe it's real though. Jackson Palmer is still someone we all have respect for. Jackson Palmer, one of the founders of Dogecoin, a huge part in founding it. And you hear him say his story, he found it in 3 hours, but that's very misleading because technically he's saying he came up with the idea and kind of put it together in 3 hours. But overall, the actual development has taken way longer because there's so many big updates that have come to it and so many big things and big changes and so many ideas that have come in that are unique. And the design, all that stuff took way longer. So the story of the 3 hours is misleading. And I think Jackson Palmer only is trying to push that because he's a little bit upset that he sold his Dogecoin. And I get it, I would be upset too, but still, that doesn't take anything away from how incredible Jackson Palmer is and all the amazing things he's done for Dogecoin, for the crypto community, all of the ideas he had, very genius, very smart. He deserves all of our respect for sure. Number one app to buy crypto, not including Robinhood. Number one app to buy crypto. Shameless, a little bit of a shameless plug here. If you are looking to go on Webull, they don't have all the cryptos. They're getting more and they're going to expand to more and more. But Webull, if you want to get a Webull account, if you make an account without my link, you don't get any free stocks. If you make an account with my link, you get one. Webull actually reached out to me. They said, hey, I see what you're doing. We want to sponsor you. And every single time you open an account with Webull through my link, they literally just pay me money, which is so cool. I mean, why? I don't know, but they pay me money just for clicking the link. FEG token. Okay, I'm sorry. I almost forgot. I'll look up FEG token right now. But yes, so basically you're saying, hey Matt, I'll buy you some lunch if you use my link, and you also are getting a new place to look at. I've actually been using Webull for years. I really have, since way before they reached out to me and said we want to sponsor you. Well, kind of. It's not really I don't know if it's a sponsorship, but I'm on the creator level, so they don't just give me one free stock. They actually pay me a specific amount every time, which is $30. They pay me $30, which is crazy. Why would you pay me that much? I don't get it, but whatever. I'll take it. 30 people have already used that link to sign up. So shout out to all of you guys who use that link. If you want to use it, and then, okay, FEG token, I can't forget FEG token. But if you want to use the link, all you got to do, click on this most recent video, can Ethereum reach 400,000 by 2030? Click on that video. Then you can scroll down and see the pinned comment right here. The first comment, there's a link right there to the Webull, and you can open up an account on Webull. I think you have to deposit $100 or something to get some of the levels with the free stock and stuff like that. But definitely check it out. Webull, I really have been. I think I've always thought it was better than Robinhood. But the difference is between Robinhood and webull that Robinhood has Dogecoin, webull's still working on getting it, but webull still does have a number of other cryptocurrencies, so they still have some. I pick a YouTuber every week to super chat $50. Nice, nice. Alexander, who I just followed, who's making a lot of money. Alex, big money. I pick a YouTuber every week. Keep hustling, work hard, and remember, Doge to the moon, to the moon. At Alex Dogecoin, plugging his Twitter once again. If you guys want to follow at Alex Dogecoin for some Dogecoin content, he has posted some stuff on there, some interesting stuff. So you can definitely check him out. FEG, what was it called? FEG token? I'm gonna scroll up and find it real quick. Yeah, FEG token. Yes, that was correct. FEG token. Let's look it up. What is FEG token? Never heard of that before. I normally hear about most cryptocurrencies, so this must be really new. FEG token. FEG token with a max circulating supply. Oh, I think I actually have heard of this. With a max circulating supply of 100 quadrillion, on each transaction, a tax of 1% will be distributed to the holders, and further 1% will be taken out? Interesting. Hence, incentivizing holders to hold. Ooh, interesting idea. And decreasing the supply over time. As the supply decreases, the scarcity of the token increases. Interesting. So it basically incentivizes you by paying you 1% tax distributed to all of the holders. Let's take a look. I'm gonna look right here. It looks like it's really small right now. Let's see. FEG token currently, what's the market cap? It looks like it's not even, you probably can't even buy it anywhere yet. So I don't want to plug it too much. I don't know, but it looks interesting. Thoughts on Digibyte? I watch you with my girlfriend 24/7. Connor, watching me with your girlfriend. Shout out to both of you guys. Hopefully you're maybe cuddled up on the couch. It's cold outside. Maybe you got a fire. Enjoying the stream. Can we get some mods for the people who are spamming? Yes, maybe we should add some mods to stop people from spamming. At the same time, I want this to be a place where anyone can say freely what they want to say. If you have a lot to say, I want people to be able to freely say that. So maybe we'll put some mods in, maybe we won't. It really just depends. Hopefully, I think most people in this community understand that spamming's not good, so most people aren't going to do it. I think we do have a pretty good community when it comes to that and respecting each other. Okay, so Vaughn is saying sell Dogecoin for Cardano 88. It will hit $1. If you want to sell your Dogecoin and buy other cryptos, I would probably. I mean, personally, I'm not selling my Dogecoin. I'm just investing some new money into other cryptos. So that's what I think people should consider doing most strongly, is holding some of the stocks and cryptos you have. Because when you sell, if you make profit, then you have to pay the tax man. So maybe you might want to consider the new money you're investing to go into other stuff instead of trying to sell to fund other stuff. That's just food for thought. It's really up to you. But we have, so what did your comments say again? Thoughts on Digibyte. Digibyte, my 5 favorite cryptocurrencies are Digibyte, Dogecoin, Cardano, Ethereum, and really there's a couple other ones that I really like, but it basically comes down to the big ones, and Digibyte is of course on that list. Digibyte has major potential to go up. It's one of them that hasn't spiked massively. We saw Cardano go up a lot. We saw Elrond, which is the 5th one. So Elrond, Ethereum, Dogecoin, Cardano, all of those 5, those are the ones I like the most. And yes, we could absolutely see some big things happening with Digibyte coming soon. So look for that. Will the new Doge team take off 10% of Doge and limit production? If it was me, I would do both. Have a decade of Doge, stopping production of Doge after 10 years. Demand for Doge would go crazy, way past $1. So John Mack, I definitely will talk, if we get an opportunity to talk to them, which I would really love, I definitely will talk to them about that. But so one thing to think about, it does take computing power to actually run these transactions. And so if you do have the supply going down over time, Elon Musk said himself that the scarcity of Bitcoin may actually be one of its biggest faults as time goes on, because there will be less computing power. But here's a potential solution to that. If we actually have structures being built, right now it's decentralized, but if you have decentralized and centralized combination. So you have decentralized, then you also have some centralized servers, so you have both. Then you could potentially fix that. But where I'm getting at with that, and I'll get to your comment in a sec, JD, but what I'm getting at with that is basically you have to look at it from the perspective of, if you do completely and totally limit Dogecoin, eventually there won't be any computers left once Dogecoin runs out, because those are the ones mining the blocks, and when you mine the blocks, you're actually helping to facilitate the transactions. So there won't be as much computing power to facilitate the transactions. So that's just something to keep in mind. You can't necessarily put a super hard limit on Dogecoin and still expect it to be successful. Okay, let me go and go to your comment here, JD. What about StormX, VGX, and BTT? StormX actually does have some real potential. A lot of the ones that are really starting to come up, you can't buy them hardly anywhere yet unless you're going through Binance, going through the whole VPN thing. But you really can't buy most of these, and a lot of them you may actually have the IRS coming at you if you try to do it. So just keep that in mind. A lot of those, it's going to also, another thing about that is if people can't buy it, it can't go up. So yes, it could be really good, but one thing I want people to do is whenever you see something like crypto.com, especially if Robinhood adds another crypto, those are going to be the ones that you may want to say, ooh, it just got added to a big platform, it has the potential to go up. Because a lot of this right now is the pre-actual use, the pre-use of cryptocurrency. There's not a lot of people who are using cryptocurrency on a daily basis. You just don't see it. There are some people who go and buy things with crypto, but it's not a widespread thing. So right now we're in the pre-phase of that. And what that means is that over time, more and more people are going to start actually using it if we're going to see it be successful. And when more and more people start using it, it will be added to more platforms. We'll see more things like that. So whenever you see Robinhood, especially if they add a new crypto, if you see other ones adding it, then those have a high chance of going up very soon. So I'm going to be looking out for that. I'll keep you updated here on the channel with notifications on. I'm sure most of you watching right now have the notifications on already. So I'll just be able to make a video, let you know, hey, Robinhood just added a new one, webull added a new one, or if crypto.com, Binance US, whenever they add a new one, that's when it can go up. So even if it's the best cryptocurrency ever, if people widespreadly can't buy it and there's no case for it to be used in the future, it's just not going to go up. It could literally be the greatest thing to ever exist, but it can't go up if people can't really access it easily. XRP, people want me to talk about XRP. I'll talk about XRP a little bit. LTC going to 480. 480 by the end of the year. LTC is making some moves. Hey Matt, I tell people to buy Batcoin. Double your money easy. But see, this is the thing though. We can only make, as a community, as a crypto community, the whole entire crypto community, it's not just us, but the whole entire crypto community, you can only make so many of these go up before you kind of are spread too thin. So there's a lot of them out there. Sia Coin is another one. There's a lot of them out there, but we can't, not all of them are going to go up. And on my Patreon, I've started releasing every single week I'm going to start really pushing that. Every single week, I will release Matt's pick of the week based on the analytics, based on the stats, based on the numbers, out of all the cryptos that are available to buy for most people. I'm going to pick one that has the highest chance based on the numbers of either doing long-term gains or short-term gains. And every single week, there will be a new article that I write on that. And it's not going to be a super long article or anything. I'll just go over the numbers real quick and basically every single week have a new thing. And anyone who wants to participate in that, all you got to do if you want to participate, you can set a little bit of money aside if you want, or you can basically set up another way. But also make sure you actually have the apps, crypto.com, Binance US. I mean, I don't love Robinhood, but if you have it, you can buy some of them on there. Only 7 that are currently available on Robinhood as far as I know, unless they add some more. But I have 5 ETH and my space suite ready. Your space suite is ready to launch to the moon. Counselor Murray has 5 ETH. 5 ETH right now worth close to $10,000. So that's a lot of ETH. You got some big ETH going on there. 5 ETH. If ETH goes to some crazy marks, if it does go to the moon, then you will in fact make big money. Big money. Like a lot of people did with Dogecoin. Go ahead and look at this right here. Make sure everyone new coming in, by pressing like, you are helping this get out to more people. We want the word to get out about Dogecoin. Dogecoin, we need people to know that there's updates coming, because who else is going to do it? There is no Dogecoin YouTube channel that has the developers on it, the main Dogecoin. I mean, this basically is the Dogecoin YouTube channel in a lot of ways, because I'm the one who's doing the updates. In terms of views per video, we are the largest Dogecoin community, which is so cool. So cool to be building that, how fast it's growing. We've literally, in a single day, not too long ago, we gained 10,000 subscribers close to in a single day. And we still continue going extremely fast up. A lot of people are joining the community, jumping on board. So to everyone new, welcome, welcome, welcome. Anyway, that's all for the video. A lot of big things happening. I'm excited for the future, and I will see you in the next one. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not done yet. I got a couple more things to talk about. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull this up right here. So we got a number of slides that I was enjoying all the stuff we were talking about so much. There's some slides that we still got to talk about, some big slides actually, some really big slides. So if you're wondering what it looks like, this is one of the big founders of Dogecoin. That's the guy I was talking about who sold his Dogecoin, Jackson Palmer. That's what he looks like. Because don't you always wonder, well, what does that person look like? Well, there you go. That's what he looks like, Jackson Palmer. He was one of the founders of Dogecoin. You can also see here, Devlin Hodges. Devlin Hodges simply tweeted Dogecoin, nothing else. He's verified on Twitter, and he is a member of the LA Rams. And he also does duck stuff, like Duck Dynasty type stuff, country stuff. Pretty cool. He's a member of the LA Rams. If you know who he is, you know who he is. Devlin Hodges, pretty famous player. He's talking about Dogecoin. He's jumping on the Doge train. Also, this is huge. Pat McAfee is now officially on the Dogecoin train, saying in his show, Dogecoin to the moon. A lot of people say that I remind them of Pat McAfee in some ways. So that's a huge compliment to everyone who said that. And I mean, I guess I say a lot of people. It was like 2 people, but Pat McAfee had at KVN, I don't know a lot about him, Kyle Van Noy, I don't know a ton about him, but he had him on the show. He's pretty famous. I have heard his name before. But he did say Dogecoin to the moon on the show. It was an interesting clip. I thought that was fun. I thought I'd show you guys that real quick. We also have Dogerez. Dogerez says, I'm literally never selling my Dogecoin. I will either go down with the sinking ship or I will sell off into the sunset. Instead of selling off into the sunset, how about we ride our rocket ships off into the moonset? DJD coming in. Doge making me mad. We talk about so much and we can't pass 10 cents. I will hold till Monday. If I don't see 10 cents, I will sell. DJD getting mad at Dogecoin not going to 10 cents. And I get it. You know, we want Dogecoin to go up, but at the same time, sometimes it does take a little bit of time. We can't expect it to go up to 10 cents necessarily this week. I don't necessarily think that's going to happen unless we get a few lucky things. But yes, I agree with you. There's nothing wrong with being frustrated that Dogecoin isn't going up faster. There's nothing wrong with that. I will say though, if you do sell all of your Dogecoin, just keep in mind that it may take a little bit longer for some of those spikes to happen. So, I mean, if that's what you want to do and you want to invest in other stuff, I completely get it. You know, there's nothing wrong with taking some profits, but just keep in mind you may miss out on a spike if it happens in the future. So I don't want you to be making that decision solely based on this week when you may want to be looking a little bit more into the future. But it is completely up to you, and maybe you see a couple other opportunities that I talk about on the channel that you want to invest in. So it really does just come down to whatever you personally feel the most comfortable will make you profits. And if Dogecoin's making you upset, then you can definitely maybe find a couple other cryptos that you can diversify into. Kenny Smith says, I shot a feature-length film called Star Trek First Frontier. It is on my channel. If Doge hits 10 cents, I will praise Matt in the credits. I appreciate that, Kenny. Kenny Smith. Let me go ahead and look at your channel right now, Kenny. Let's see. You have a film called Star Trek First Frontier. That's a film? Cool. I'll check it out. Your channel, I believe Kenny Smith, is that the name of your channel or just the name of the one you're commenting on? Kenny Smith, I'll go ahead and check it out. Kenny Smith. That sounds like an interesting thing. Okay, so Kenny Smith, of course, your channel's not coming up first because there's a famous ESPN analyst named Kenny Smith. But let me go ahead and I'll type in channel and we'll see. We will see. Is this you, Kenny Smith? I think, hold on. Yeah, this is you. I found you. I'll go and subscribe. And of course, look at this. This is very important. Notifications on. If you don't have a YouTube account, you can't put on notifications. You can't subscribe. So make sure it takes a couple seconds to make a YouTube account. It's really easy. So if you want to do that, definitely go ahead and do that. A YouTube account. But anyway, this is your channel, Kenny. You have 11,000 subscribers. Not bad, not bad. 11,000. I see here Star Trek 93. Interesting. A couple of cool videos there. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go ahead and watch one of these. Not on the stream, but I'm gonna just click on it so that way I can come back to it later. And of course, I'll like it. I just pressed like, so that way it'll be in my history and I can just come back easily later and watch it. I will watch your stuff, man. I appreciate that comment, letting me know about it, and thank you so much for the credits. If you give me a couple credits in there. But we see here another comment from Steven. Steven says, hashtag BTT, hashtag VGX, hashtag STMX, and hashtag VET. Of course, those are he's referring to cryptos. Steven is referring to a number of cryptos. If you want to check out BTT, VGX, STMX, VET, maybe Steven's onto something. Maybe he did some research, and maybe he thinks those are about to go up. So we'll see. We'll see if Steven's onto something. Is Steven a mastermind? Did he figure it out? Did he figure out the answers? Dang, look at that. That's a huge spike from this live. A bunch of people coming into the live, a bunch of people watching on this live, a huge spike. We already had some good numbers coming in. So you guys really making this channel go crazy. It's so much fun to be a part of this community and be continuing to build it. But I got still a couple more slides. We got to talk about the slides. I prepared some beautiful slides. We got to talk about them. So that's the Dogecoin Res one. He says he's either going to sell off in the sunset with his yacht, no in between. He's not greedy, just overly excited about Doge. Nothing wrong with that for Doge Res. Nothing wrong with that at all. Nothing wrong with that. Then we can see here. So there's also Gina Carano is potentially going to be in a new film. I believe it's on the Daily Wire. I'm not super familiar with what's going on with this, but supposedly they may accept crypto for you to be able to get access to the film on a website, which would be cool because it would mark going into crypto when it comes to websites. I've just heard some rumors about that. I don't know if it's true or not, but that's interesting. If Gina Carano and the movie on the Daily Wire, if that does become a crypto accepting one, that would be a huge first step in crypto being accepted for online spaces. We've already seen that major big website start accepting crypto. You know the website I'm talking about. YouTube won't let me say the name, but you know the website I'm talking about. Also, someone said people on cams, a lot of the payment processors won't actually go through things like that because they consider it the other side of the internet and stuff like that. So those people could use Dogecoin and other cryptos to actually get paid and get payments and get tips, which is fascinating. And it's definitely a positive step for those people who are involved in that, and they want to be getting paid, but maybe other people won't let them. So you can do stuff. You can do stuff there. It's pretty cool. And it's also fast, which makes it easier. Let's see. Oh, yes, then the Doge Ethereum slide. You gotta love it. Doge Ethereum. You saw it in my thumbnail, Doge Ethereum. So those are all the slides. A couple more things to talk about here real quick. And they're good. They're important. They're good things. We can see the stock market. The stock market has had a pretty dang good day today. Stock market up pretty big. Also, the crypto market is up pretty big as well. So that is something we'd like to see. Dogecoin, a number of articles have come out about it. A lot of people are talking about Jackson Palmer, new developments, a number of articles about that. Nothing too crazy though. And you can see here, Ethereum, this is what Ethereum has been doing. In the last 3 months, it's gone up a ton. It's gone up a ton. Now above 1,800. I bought into it $100 ago. So that was a pretty good move. Buying more of that. Input on BTT. I'll look at BTT real quick. What is BTT up to? BTT. Let's take a look. We'll look on Coinbase, I guess. We can look on Coinbase. BTT. Interesting. So BTT is at 0.00013. BitTorrent, and a lot of people are saying BitTorrent, because of the speed, may actually have an advantage here coming in. Currently only a market cap of 1.3 billion, volume in the last 24 hours, 280 million. We just saw a spike, and generally I tell people, never spike chase. If something just spiked, don't spike chase. Find one that hasn't spiked yet if you're going to be investing a lot of money into it. At the same time though, it's not always bad to spike chase. There are some cases where it works, but generally speaking, you don't want to be spike chasing because that's the best way to lose a lot of money. But interesting, BitTorrent definitely making some moves. Sell Doge, make it go down, lose it fast, get rid of that. Okay, so Vaughn is saying he doesn't like Doge. He wants people to sell. He wants it to go down. If you don't like Doge, that's okay. You're allowed to not like it. You don't have to like it. I love it myself. Most of the people watching probably love it. In our community, we love Dogecoin. So This is probably not the best place to say that, but you're entitled to your own opinion. If you don't like it, then you don't like it. You don't have to like it. You do not have to like it. Let's go ahead and take a look here. Oh yeah, we haven't even checked the price of Dogecoin yet. The price of Dogecoin right now, 0.07, which is crazy. That's still staying this high even after a lot of the hype has kind of gone away. And the reason why we're seeing this is because unlike most cryptocurrencies have a lot of big investors that are heavily in it. So when the big investors pull out, you see it go down a lot. If it starts to go down, big investors will lose a lot of money. But Dogecoin, more than any other cryptocurrency, has a lot of people involved, a lot of individuals, and a lot of that is just a small amount. So if you have $100 invested in Dogecoin and it goes down 10%, you lose $10. A lot of people are looking at the high upside. If it goes up crazy amounts, that $100 could turn into, 100,000 if it goes up insane amounts, or it could turn into 1,000. So people are looking at the high upside of Dogecoin, and if it goes down $10, people are saying, oh, well, I'll just still hold on. So that's why we're seeing Dogecoin have a relatively new higher floor, because of how many individuals are investing in since all of the hype happened on social media. A lot of people, a lot of this is just one person as an individual. A lot of you, a lot of people in our community are a part of that. But you just put a little bit in, so if it goes down some, you're not sweating that. You're just in it for the high upside. You're not worrying about if it goes down a little bit. So that's why this floor, it seems like a floor of 6 cents, maybe starting to form, which would be great. So Vaughn, you don't have to like it. It's okay. You can still watch my show. We talk about a lot of other stuff as well besides just Dogecoin. But Dogecoin, of course, always going to be #1 in my heart. You can see here, the only YouTuber, as far as I know, still the only YouTuber that owns a physical Dogecoin. I love my physical Dogecoin. I love it. Okay, back to this. Okay, so here's this. Elon Musk. Elon Musk reveals surprisingly small battery for the Tesla trucks. If you're wondering, can Tesla stock go up? Yes, it can. And Tesla trucks are a big reason why. Think about how big the trucking industry is. If Elon Musk, he's already starting to do it. If he can design the best truck on the market that everyone wants to use, that's a huge market that can be gotten into. A huge market. So there's major potential there for Elon Musk. Elon Musk has been tweeting some more stuff. Let's go and take a look at that. Elon Musk, you gotta love him, Elon Musk. All of his tweets, entertaining. Also, shout out once again to Funny Mike. Funny Mike posting more stuff on his Twitter. I try to retweet when he talks about Doge. All my friend made money on different stocks today, but I was too busy holding the dog. Funny Mike, I'm going to go ahead and retweet you there, Funny Mike. Too busy holding the dog. Got to give you a retweet. And to everyone on the Twitter who's following me, Funny Mike has over 1 million followers on Twitter, I believe. But you guys make the tweets from @MattWallace888 get more likes than that, which is just wild. It's helping the community out. It's helping to grow our influence, which is so cool. So all of you doing that, you're playing a role in it, and you guys are perhaps making one of the highest percentage like to follow ratios on all of Twitter. Wild to think about, and awesome, really awesome. I try to respond to as many people on Twitter as possible, and whenever I see you guys in the community posting cool stuff, I'm gonna like it, I'm gonna retweet it often. So I want to make it a community effort, all of us working together to make this get out to more people. That's what it's all about. Elon Musk, the boring company, not boring at all, but think about how good of, if you haven't realized yet, think about how good of a name that is, the boring company, because when you're boring is going digging holes. So boring, making tunnels underground, digging holes, but it's also a funny analogy because boring, just kind of funny the way that fits in there. He did tweet, congrats to the advancing teams in the Not a Boring Tunnel competition. Started with 390 people, now down to 12 finalists. So then he calls them the Diggin' Dozen. Maybe the Diggin' Doge Dozen would be better, but the Diggin' Dozen, down to 12 people. And we can also see tweets and replies. So he's talked a lot about stuff with SpaceX as usual, working on lowering the minimum throttle, so there's engine redundancy throughout the landing. Interesting. He's working on some more stuff with SpaceX. We can also see here, yep, the banks are basically balkanized. Databases with latency and weak security, especially ACH transfers of credit cards. Elon Musk basically talking about why banks may not be as good as cryptocurrency. I believe that's what he's getting at there. Also, a couple more interesting things. Elon Musk now officially announcing he's an alien. If you've wondered how he's capable, they asked how is he capable of potentially running 4 $500 billion companies, which is a high estimate for them to get to that high. Joshua, I'll get to this in a sec, but Joshua says, can Doge realistically get to $1 by 2021? Realistically, it's unlikely, but I mean, is there a realistic scenario in which it's possible? Yes. And that would be companies starting to invest in it, and perhaps something bad happens with Bitcoin. Bitcoin has a major fault that's discovered, and everything starts going into it. So people immediately start taking their money out of Bitcoin, but then they want to invest it somewhere else. They look at Dogecoin and say, oh, it's interesting. And we could see Dogecoin and Ethereum and Cardano and other cryptocurrencies spike massively. If everyone decides, oh, I'm leaving Bitcoin, I'm going to the other ones, and companies also start investing more into crypto like we saw with Tesla, then there is a realistic option. But is it realistic to say there's a higher than 50% chance? No. I would say the chances of that happening are around 25% of us seeing some of that crazy stuff, and then the chances of actually getting to $1 are probably around 10%. But keep in mind, a 10% chance that your money could go up by 10 times. There we go. A 10% chance that your money could go up by 10 times is a pretty dang good chance. So that's not bad. That's nothing to gawk at. That's a good chance right there. But I wouldn't say it's likely. No, I wouldn't say it's likely. Elon, but look at this. Elon, this guy asked him, Kunal Shah says, Elon Musk may end up running 4 plus $500 billion companies. Of course, talking about SpaceX, Starlink, Tesla, and the Boring Company. So those 4, could they be worth $500 billion? That's a big stretch. They're not currently scheduled to be worth that much, but it's possible. And that's why if you have the notifications on, you'll see when I post and let you know when Starlink IPOs and when you can buy a stock. But look, he asked him, how's it possible? How do you do it? Elon Musk says, right there you can see, I'm an alien, officially confirming, is he from Mars? Is he from Dogeland? If he's from Dogeland, that would make the most sense out of all of them. But there we go. Let's go ahead and check Dogecoin one more time, and then I'll go ahead and... Okay, Doge at 0.075 now. So everyone who made it this far in the stream, you guys are what's making this be recommended to more people by keeping that watch time up. Awesome to see that. This, now, the biggest channel on all of YouTube when it comes to Dogecoin because of the community making it that. It's all you guys, it's all the community making it that, growing extremely fast, talking about other cryptocurrencies, Ethereum, talking about Cardano, a lot of things going on in the crypto world. Elon Musk, big updates with him. I'm so excited to continue keeping you guys updated, keeping you in the loop, and hopefully all of us making a ton of money. I will see you in the next one.